Hey, welcome to the TMT channel. I'm your 10-minute teacher. I'm a chartered accountant who makes under 10-minute videos to explain all accounting concepts of class 11 and class 12. Stay tuned. In today's video, we are going to look at accounting equation. The accounting equation goes like this. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Alternatively, assets minus liabilities is equal to capital. और assets minus capital is equal to liabilities. आपको जैसे चाहे वैसे लिख सकते हैं, but for the purpose of learning and for the purpose of this video, we are going to stick with the first. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Now, let's better understand this accounting equation with the help of an example. We first make a table, assets is equal to liability plus capital, by writing down this accounting equation. And transaction number 1. Ashneer Grover starts business with rupees 10,000. So from a business perspective, cash increases by 10,000 and also capital increases by 10,000. Therefore, your new accounting equation becomes cash rupees 10,000 is equal to capital rupees 10,000. Next, transaction 2. Ashneer purchased goods worth rupees 1,000 in cash. So, from a business perspective, a new asset called goods comes into picture. Goods increases by 1,000 and simultaneously cash reduces by 1,000 because you have to pay for the goods in cash. There are no changes to capital, so capital remains the same. Therefore, the new accounting equation is cash 9,000 plus goods 1,000 is equal to capital 10,000. Next, transaction 3. Ashneer purchased machinery worth rupees 5,000 in cash. So, from a business perspective, a new asset, machinery, comes into the picture. Machinery increases by rupees 5,000 and simultaneously cash reduces by 5,000 because the business has to pay for the machinery in cash. There are no changes to goods, no changes to capital. So, the new accounting equation is cash rupees 4,000 plus goods rupees 1,000 plus machinery rupees 5,000 is equal to capital rupees 10,000. And lastly, let's focus on transaction 4. Ashneer took a loan of rupees 6,000. So, from the business perspective, a new liability called loan increases. Loan increases by 6,000 and simultaneously cash balance increases by 6,000. Because if we borrow money from someone, our cash balance increases. There is no change in goods, no change in machinery, no change in capital, so they remain the same. Therefore, the final accounting equation looks like this. Cash rupees 10,000 plus goods rupees 1,000 plus machinery rupees 5,000 is equal to loan rupees 6,000 plus capital rupees 10,000, which is equal to 16,000. So, this is how the accounting equation changes one transaction after the other. So, let's learn that better with the help of a practice question. But wait, are you enjoying this type of learning accounts, this style of learning accounts? If yes, you can learn each chapter from me. I am conducting a chapter-wise crash course in Jan-Feb 2024 right before your exam. Taki last-minute revision happens perfectly. No need to pay for the entire subject. You can pay only for the chapters of your choice at a reasonable rupees 199 each, rupees 199 per chapter. Join my Telegram group for further details on the crash course. You can scan the QR code in front of you or click on the link in the description below. Let's come back to the practice question. Now, I would suggest two things. First, please pause the video right in front of you, read this question at your pace and then play the video to join me solving it. And secondly, do not solve this question with me. मेरे साथ सब logic समझ जाओ, सब concepts समझ जाओ and then attempt it by yourself. ऐसे confidence बढ़ेगा and वही confidence से exam attempt होगा. So, let's start. First, we will have our table in front of us, the table of accounting equation, assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Transaction number 1. Dhoni started the business of cricket equipment and introduced rupees 25,000 in cash and rupees 5,000 worth cricket bats. If I am in the business of cricket equipment, cricket bats are nothing but my goods. So, from a business perspective, cash increases by 25,000 and goods increases by 5,000. Simultaneously, capital increases by 25 plus 5, 30,000. So, the accounting equation after the end of the first transaction looks like this. Cash 25,000 plus goods 5,000 is equal to capital 30,000. Transaction number 2. Sold all cricket bats at rupees 8,000 to Ziva on credit. So from the business perspective, a debtor called Ziva increases by rupees 8,000 and simultaneously goods reduce not by 8,000 but by 5,000. There is a subtle indication there that you sold goods at 8 whose cost was 5. Therefore, you made a profit of 3,000. The 3,000 profit will be added to the capital. If there would have been a loss, it would have been subtracted from capital. There is no change to cash. Therefore, the new accounting equation looks like this. Cash 25,000 plus goods nil 0 plus debtors 8,000 is equal to capital 33,000. Let's look at transaction number 3. Purchase new cricket bats from Ganguly rupees 6,000. From the business point of view, a new creditor Ganguly increases. Ganguly increases by 6,000 and simultaneously goods increase by 6,000. There is no change to cash or debtors or capital, they remain the same. Therefore, the new accounting equation is cash rupees 25,000 plus goods rupees 6,000 plus debtors rupees 8,000 is equal to creditor 6,000 plus capital 33,000 is equal to 39,000. And lastly, fourth transaction, Ziva settled 50% of her account. If we look at our table, Ziva owed the business 8,000. She was a debtor for rupees 8,000. If she settles 50% of her account, she pays the business 4,000. Therefore, the debtor reduces by 4,000. Simultaneously, the cash balance increases by 4,000 because the business receives rupees 4,000 cash. And then there are no changes to goods, no changes to creditor, no changes to capital. They remain the same. So lastly, the accounting equation is cash 29,000 plus goods 6,000 plus debtors 4,000 is equal to creditor Ganguly rupees 6,000 plus capital rupees 33,000 is equal to 39,000. So this is how we've covered the entire accounting equation under 10 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe and share this video with all your friends. Everyone should know that learning accounts is possible under 10 minutes. See you.